swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers and authorities
and to the constitutional powers and authorities
which are or may be established
which are or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend
and that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend
the Constitution of said state,
the Constitution of said state,
not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States,
not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
as City Council Member of the City of Charlotte, North Carolina,
as City Council Member of the City of Charlotte, North Carolina,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Thank you. Welcome to the city.
I'd like to thank my family who is here tonight, but as you heard from everyone, we need to thank our staff because the City of Charlotte has amazing staff, but I also need to thank our community because District 3 has given me the opportunity for the 4th election in a row to continue to serve you. So I want to thank all of the residents of District 3, all of the volunteers that knocked on doors, that canvassed, that didn't take this for granted and show that the community wants to hear from us. But recognizing that without my family, of which you are here tonight, so thank you, that I cannot do any of the work, and that you honestly give me the strength to serve the people in my district. And really for all of the family members who are in attendance here today, I want you to know that we appreciate your sacrifices to this city. The responsibilities of City Council are extended to the spouses, the children, the grandchildren, and the many loved ones of all of our council members. And you should know that we truly recognize your role in this process and in our success of servitude. So with that, I would like to give all of you a well-deserved round of applause.
Councilmember Harlow.
Thank you, Mayor Lott. And thank you to the City of Charlotte and the residents of District 2 on Charlotte's northwest side. I'd like to first thank my family, my wife, Kiara, our 15-month-old son, Remington, for dealing with just all the times where I was away from home during this campaign, and I hope you know what is coming as I sit on this council. My brother, my twin brother Jason is here, as many of you have probably seen. Thank him for traveling in from Texas and supporting my family, watching Columbia, South Carolina, all the work that they put in to travel up here and commit time to helping in this election. My team, campaign manager Mark Jarrell, Aaron Rochelle, Shemaiah Hain, Jay Holman, BK, Chris Solomon, Terrence Shaw, Ingrid Alexander, Shannon Cole, Sean Greer, Autumn Austin, De Niro Sanders. So many people worked on this team in this campaign. They believed in a message of bringing access to Bays Ford Road and other parts of District 2. You've heard a lot about that tonight. We have a lot of elders that have encouraged me to participate. Dorothy Count Scoggins, Maddie Marshall, Judge Shirley Fulton, Johnny May Collins, Charles Jones. I thank all of you. Thank my fraternity members on this great day, our founding day, 111 years. All the groups that endorsed me, Black Political Caucus, thank you Colette Forrest and your leadership. Fraternal Order of Police, Collective PAC, New South Progressives, all the members of those groups. The neighbors of the West Side, the friends who volunteered, phone banked, canvassed, all of you that donated money. Just so proud and humbled. There's a lot of history and legacy in District 2. We know that. And the council seat that goes along with it. I'm honored and excited to stand in the same shoes as Senator Charlie Danley, Hoyle Martin, the late Malachi Green, Councilman James Mitchell, Al Austin, and Carlene Blackburn. So it's excited to be here. Thank you, District 2. Thank you, City of Charlotte. Let's get to work.
Grave tips?
It feels good to be elected to a third term on Charlotte City Council. As I reflect on the campaign, I have many people to thank. First, I'm thankful for the prayers and words of encouragement from people all over the city, especially my pastors, Troy and Penny Maxwell of Freedom House Church. I also thank a host of friends and volunteers, for had it not been for them, I wouldn't be in this seat today. I thank the voters of District 4 who elected me to a third term to represent them. I thank my campaign consultant, Dan McCorkle, and treasurer, Felicia Bouchard. The many endorsements and contributions my campaign received to get out the vote efforts conducted on my behalf. And I want to thank my family, especially my wife, Amanda, who has been by my side for the last 34 years and is the lifeblood of my campaign. My adult children, Alex, Tristan, and Michaela, millennials, everyone. You have given me the fortitude and experience to work effectively with many members of our current council. From Back Creek to Highland Creek, from University City to Hidden Valley, District 4 is on the move. I see challenges, but I also see progress and hope for Charlotte's future. I'm honored to be in this seat so that I can complete some unfinished projects that mean a lot to the city and constituents in my district. And finally, I salute my campaign challengers who, like me, want to see great things happen in the district. I intend to seek guidance and ideas from my neighbor, Priscilla Johnson, Pastor D'Amico Faulkner, and Will Russell, who waged spirited campaigns during this election cycle. It feels good to be back on Charlotte City Council. Thank you.
Councilmember Tarek Bakari, District 6, my representative.
To my wife, Krista, our kids, Chase, Charlie, May, and Shannon, thank you. I love you. I'm nothing without you guys. To my campaign team, Larry Shaheen, Jason Daniels, everyone who put in so much work, thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. To the city staff, thank you in advance for everything you've done to date, but will do to bring all of us up to speed, and then to somehow figure out how to rein us in, because it's going to be an incredible 2-year ride that we've got ahead of us. To all the skeptics out there who think that millennials sleep in their parents' basement, pay attention to the next 2 years, because I think you're all going to be pleasantly surprised, and we are in for a whole a message to my fellow council members here. The hero of my entire life, who I have shaped everything really I am, is my grandfather. And he's a World War II veteran. He is an engineer by trade. He taught me so much about what this country was like during the time frame when he, just as a boy, was entered the war, and everyone came together, and it was true unity, it was community. It was really a different, special time. My family and I buried him on Saturday at 93 years old. And I don't even know how to fully process it, but I found his Bible with his name on it while I was at his house, and I brought this here. The message I wanted to relay to you guys on that is there were a lot of things that we are much better as a country than those times. But there are some things that we can learn from that period, to come together, to unify, to unite. And you have a partner in me to take what are my conservative principles and let's try to creatively apply them to the progressive needs that have been vocalized in this last election, and let's experiment with blockchain and fintech, and how to automate certain things, and let's figure out how to cut through red tape and do more for our citizens, when also maybe lowering tax rates and different things of that nature. There's nothing we can't accomplish as a team together, and I know my grandfather would be proud to see us all up here, and I will work hard to make him proud, and I appreciate being here with all of you, so thank you.
Smudgy Mitchell.
Go, P. You know.
First of all, let me say thank you to my campaign manager, Terry Brown, for your leadership and your effort for making Team Mitchell a huge success. Thank you to all the volunteers of Team Mitchell. Without your time and talent, I would not be here this evening. Thank you to my employer, J.E. Dunn Construction Company, for allowing me to serve on this council. Thank you to my church family, East Stonewall AME Zion. Thank you to my blessings, Kayla and Nicole, for allowing your daddy to share with the city. I see you shut out. Snapchat? Okay, you got it. And thank you to my queen, Joan Higginbotham, for allowing me to do something I have the passion for. Thank you, Queen, for your love and your support. Lastly, the citizens of Charlotte, thank you for your vote, your confidence, and allowing me to serve another 2 years for the city I love. But I need all of us to do this together. So repeat after me, all in.
All in.
For Charlotte.
For Charlotte.
All in.
All in.
For Charlotte.
For Charlotte.
Thank you, Mayor.
Recognize Councilmember Julie Eisel at large. Thank you.
I also want to thank staff for being unsung heroes, for keeping the city running through its most difficult times and through its exciting times. We couldn't do it without you. I want to thank the citizens of Charlotte, especially the people who vote, because you take it seriously. We are all in this together. We can't do it without citizens who step up and serve, and especially voters who take their privilege to vote in this country very seriously. So thank you all. Thank you for my team. Abby and Natalia and Holly are here tonight. Suzanne and Noah's over there. Thank you all for your hard work. And to the voters of Charlotte who supported me, and to the voters of Charlotte who might not have, I hope that I will earn your confidence. And I want to thank my family, who I couldn't do this without. They're all watching on TV tonight, or Facebook Live, I think. And my husband Tom, who's here tonight. He's my rock and my support. And I couldn't do it without you. I love you. So thank you all, Charlotte. I'm just very grateful to be in a city like this that can go through good times and bad times and still say we're going to do this together, and we're going to work together to make this the best city that anyone can live in. So thank you.
Councilmember Larkin, Eckers.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I first want to thank my family that I have here with me, my wife Lauren, my parents Robert and Amy, my sister who's hopefully watching this on a live stream somewhere in Milwaukee, my in-laws Wayne and Becky, my campaign team, Tanya Jameson, my campaign manager, David Hale, who are here, Jeff, Jordan, Allison, Brittany, Sam. I'm running the risk of leaving people out. I apologize for those that I might have. We had a lot of people that put a lot of work into making this a reality for me, and I truly, truly appreciate it. I want to thank all the outgoing council members. I want to thank Mayor Roberts for the work she did for this city, both on county commission and the city council. I want to thank my predecessor, Patsy Kinsey, for her years of service to this city, and to all the outgoing council members for everything they did to set an example for us and lay a foundation for us to be successful. And to my future colleague, or I guess we're not future colleagues anymore. We are colleagues now. To my new colleagues, I hope that we'll show strength, not only in our words, but more importantly in our actions. I hope that we'll demonstrate ambition, but not for our own personal gain, but for the greater good of this amazing city. And I hope that we'll fight, not with each other, but for all the citizens that sent us here to represent them in government. I'm really excited about this opportunity. I'm so grateful to all of you that helped make this a reality for me, and I'm ready to get to work. Thank y'all.
Councilmember at Large, Braxton Winston.
Thank you very much. I started today talking to a reporter from Australia. And I was reminded, I spoke to that reporter a little over a year ago, just after my first trip into this chamber on September 26th of 2016. And I had a conversation on that day with her and another member, very well respected, a man who I respect quite dearly now in this community. And he said something. He said, well, when they sweep up that glass on the street, they might as well sweep you up with them, because you ain't gonna be here. Well, I'm here right now. Charlotte for trusting me, for lending me their ear, and allowing me to walk and represent them throughout many different ways in this community, but especially on November 7th. Thank you to everybody. I like to think that the future of Charlotte and North Carolina and America is ungendered. But I want everybody to look. We talk about everything new about this, but I want to call the fact that we have 4 less voices of women that are going to be able to vote on this dais. Wow. We have to find ways to center all marginalized groups, but now especially on this dais, women. Wow. Women are at the lead here in Charlotte. Women are the reason that I am here right now. BJ, look to your left and look to your right. You see your mother, your sisters, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, my aunt. They are strong, beautiful black women, and know that they are going to have to work twice as hard and twice as long as you and I to get anything that we have, because that's the way the system is set up. I want to call to the attention of all the women that are at the lead right here that I follow. Folks like Colette Forrest, Madam Chair, Black Political Caucus of Charlotte Mecklenburg. We go over at Save Coalition. My team, my campaign team, Kayla Jacobs, Diana Chicks, Kristen Hills Bradbury, Jill Santuccio. There were men that were in my kitchen cabinet, but these women, they pushed me forward. And they didn't just allow me to be me, but every time they had the opportunity, they reminded me to go and be exactly who I am and don't change a thing. And I thank you for that. And I thank you for that. Now we have work to do. My colleagues on the dais, staff, and other elected officials, it is our time to be warrior advocates for our people, Charlotte and Mecklenburg County. And we have to figure out how to do this together. Individual fingers can cause painful scratches and poke some eyes, But if we come together as a fist, we can break through these walls of inequity, and we can make this the Charlotte, North Carolina, and the nation that we want to be. Thank you.
I'd like to recognize the council member from District 7, Ed Driggs.
Caroline realized that her wisdom and grace are what inspire me every day in school. I really appreciate that. I myself in a strange position suddenly of being, I believe, the elder here. Fast, and I wasn't prepared for it. But it does bring to mind some thoughts. Much has been made of the millennials and the returning council people versus the others. I would offer to the newcomers the advice that this is probably the most rewarding thing you'll ever do. This is incredibly satisfying work. At the same time, it's very hard work. So I encourage you to use the resources you have, your smarts, familiarize yourself with your surroundings, and get in depth into issues, understand them. Don't jump in, don't make promises and commitments. Give yourself a little time. And I believe we will all work together well. I hope you will profit from the experience of those of us who have been doing this for a while. I'm excited about the outlook for this next term. I think you guys rock. I think you're smart. Have a good time, and we are going to do great things for Charlotte, because one thing that we all have in common, in spite of the diversity of opinion you hear, is we share the desire to do what is right for Charlotte. And I think we will all do that together.
I'd like to recognize Council Member at Large, Dimple Ashmere.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Almost 25 years ago, my parents saw a dream of immigrating to America, a place with many opportunities, a place that was going to change their lives and their children's lives for better, a place where every individual has a fair shot at economic mobility, a place where they had a shot at home ownership, a place where they would feel safe and secure, a place where every child could achieve their dream with hard work, dedication, and persistence. Almost 10 years later, their dream came true, and they immigrated to America with a language barrier and no economic means, but with hope, courage, and vision for better tomorrow. Now, almost 15 years later, I stand here in front of you, who once couldn't speak English, survived on a free lunch at school, and worked 2 to 3 jobs to go to college and become a successful CPA in Fortune 100 financial services company right here in Charlotte. And now the first Asian American and the youngest woman to help lead our state. Now the same dream is at risk. With Charlotte being 50 out of 50 in economic mobility, which means a child born in poverty has a very slight chance of coming out of that poverty. A dream of rising to economic mobility is at risk. And I recognize why we need a change and why you elected the change this November. And I look forward to working with my colleagues and Mayor Juan Laos to deliver the change you have asked for and that you deserve. The change where one can dream of home ownership, where seniors can age in place, where a child can rise through economic mobility, a change where an entrepreneur can start and grow their business, a change where your zip code does not control your destiny. Where all residents can feel safe regardless of where they live, regardless of the color of their skin and their economic status. So when historians look back 15 years from now, they can say Charlotte was a dream place because it was a safe, inclusive, and equitable place to live, raise a family, and retire. My friends, let's work together to continue to keep the American dream alive right here in our Queen City. And I thank you all for your support, guidance, and friendship. Most importantly, I would like to thank my family, who took almost 2.5 months and flew here from California to support my campaign. They're probably watching live from California. Mom, Auntie, I love you very much. And I know Dad is looking down, and he's probably proud. I also want to thank my campaign team. I could not have done this without them. My campaign manager, Daniel Porkel, Tanitra, Andy, Vamsi, Babu, Sam, and many others. Sorry if I've missed your name here. And obviously Shanda, my dearest sister. Most importantly, last but not least, I want to thank all of you for believing in my leadership and believing and standing with me and standing up with me, my principles and my values in past year. Thank you so much.
I would like to note that Matt Newton, who is not able to be with us this evening, will be sworn in as soon as possible, and hopefully we will have a full council slate and attendance when he returns, and we'll be ready to go to work. So with that, thank you all for this. What I'd like to do now is begin talking about the process that we need. I'm going to open the floor for a motion for the selection of a mayor pro tem. Councilmember Mayfield.
I move that we appoint Julie Eisel as mayor pro tem.
Second.
Multiple seconds. That's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor of that motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Councilmember Julie Eisel.
So we're almost at that time. I'd like to actually ask Dr. James Howell of Myers Park United Methodist Church to come and give us our closing benediction. We will then have a motion to adjourn. After that motion, I'd like to make sure that everyone knows that you're invited to join us in the lobby of the Government Center for refreshments, and the council members will be up as well in the lobby to greet you. And so thank you, Dr. Howell. Thank you.